Okay, so someone asked for a tutorial on how to make a helicopter like mine. So here's how I made it. So first we need a suspension glitch. So we get place down any type of block, then place down a piece of suspension, place a bearing on the side, a block, and then another bearing and a block. Now we'll get a controller and attach it to both the bearings. Now we'll make sure it's rotating this way, and then we'll make sure, and then we rotate this block 90 degrees. Now we'll put it on the side that's just rotated towards us, and now it's inside the thingy. Now we delete the bit at the bottom, and we're going to save this because we need another. So now we're going to put a bearing here, a block here, and a bearing here, and a block here, like last time. No. Now we're going to put a bearing here, 2 blocks here, a bearing, 2 blocks, and that's all. Now we're going to get our controller and add it to both the bear, and then we're going to rotate this one. Okay, so now we need to weld this to the long side. And now our suspension glitch is nearly done. We just need to weld the top and the bottom sides together, get rid of the controller, get rid of all the other stuff, and put a block on top. And now we've got a suspension glitch, so you could hit this as much as you want and it won't break or flip over. So we're going to just name this as something because we're going to need another one later. Now we need to make the gyroscope. Well, I don't know if it is a gyroscope, but that's what I call it. So we're going to put four sensors on each side to detect when we lean. We will get onto the helicopter in a minute. We just need to make the stabilization system. So now we're going to place a bearing, place a T-pipe, place a curved pipe, then place a T-pipe facing outwards so we can connect onto it later. Then that can face back at the thing. And then this can face out again. And there you go. Now we repeat this, but just one bigger kind of. So now we just do this. Okay, so it should look like this, and now we're just going to make some walls around it. So we're going to box it in. This is just so the sensor can detect something when it leans. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to get another suspension glitch and just weld it to, oops, now we're going to weld it to whichever side we want. So I'm just welding it to this side, and that's not bad at all. Now we're going to add, now I'm just going to put like our seat somewhere, so I'm just going to put it here. Now we actually need to work on the actual helicopter function. So we're going to add some forward thrusters. It doesn't really matter where. I'm just going to put mine on the sides. Now we're going to attach this to a button. So now we can go. Forward using a button. Now we're gonna make a logic loop. So we're just gonna do some of that. First, we're gonna want to get a button and attach it to the seat. Then we're gonna want to make a logic loop, which you get 4 logic gates and all attach them into it, and wire them all into each other. Now we're gonna get another logic gate. We can put this anywhere, and we're gonna pull it a NOR gate. We're going to put the button into it. Now we're going to get a NAND gate, and then we attach this logic gate, the one with the buttons into the one which the NAND gate goes into. So now when we press this button, this one turns on. So now we're going to want to okay, so now if we add thrusters, I'm just going to put them like this. Now we're going to add thrusters and attach them to the NAND gate. Now we put the thruster up, and then now we're going to put the thruster up until when we press 2, we go up. Okay. So we're just going to have to adjust the thrusters until you could use thrusters, but now, okay, so to do this suspension glitch, we're going to get a piece of off-road suspension. Well, it depends, you can use any. And we're going to place a bearing, then bearing, then a block. And we're going to put the off-road suspension on this block, make sure, and then another bearing, and then another block. Now we can turn. This is that's too sharp for me, so I'm just going to get rid of 1 degrees, but turn speed 10. So now that's a helicopter. Nearly. Now you might be wondering what the gyroscope's for, but you see right now we're a bit off center. So we're gonna add on each side, add some more thrusters pointing up. The furthest out they are on each side, the better. So now, so we're gonna need to. I'm just gonna add two on the back to make it equal. Okay, so there we go. Now, okay, so attach the thrusters in the front to the sensor at the front of the gyroscope, and do the same for all the others. Might be a bit confusing, but basically, the thruster on this side goes to the sensor on this side. Now we don't want them. This thing doesn't weigh much, so we're just going to add it's only going to be, don't make them too powerful, otherwise it'll just won't work. So now it should stabilize. So if we do this, it's not great, but there's something that it's not great, but it's better than nothing. But if it doesn't do much, then we just make it so the thruster is a tiny bit more powerful. Okay, so now I've just added a lot of weight. So now we're gonna make the thrusters that make it go up powerfuler. That was too powerful since we just float off automatically. So now that's how we do it. Now you can add you can add more onto this, more thrusters to go up and stuff, and you can add like spud guns. But this thing is really nice, and it should, if it angles too much, auto stabilize. So yeah, that's how you make a helicopter. And yeah.